Hello, online crew. We are going to have some fun today. So I'm going to share my screen with you today, and you can watch me critique somebody's personal profile on Facebook. Now, what's the reason that you would want to watch me do that? Why is this important in any capacity? Well, let me share with you the reasons for that. The way you portray yourself on social media will make or break you if you want to build a business online. Even if you are using paid strategies like Facebook advertising or other paid strategies that you might use, you can't be disillusioned to think that people don't go and check you out if they're curious about who you are. And where do they end up at the end of the day? Generally, your personal profile. We are in a people business. We deal with people. We are in a relationship business. We build trust with people. And people that know, like, and trust us are the ones that are happy to buy something off us or join us in our businesses if you've got the kind of business model where people can join you as part of your team. So how you portray yourself on social media, what you say, what you do, what your profile looks like, what your business page looks like. I'm doing a business page tomorrow. So you've still got an opportunity to put your hand up for that one because I haven't chosen somebody yet for that. The person's profile that I am reviewing today is somebody that I was going to do last week, but I ran out of time. So if you missed my last video from last week, I did a personal profile, and even in the comments of that video, some of you said, oh, wow, I already know some of the things I need to change. So this can be really powerful looking from the outside in watching me do this. So today I'm doing a personal profile and tomorrow I'm doing a business page. So wherever you're hanging out, you might be doing both. Well, everyone has a personal profile, whether you have a business page or not. Maybe you have a group. Groups are just as important to attract people to you. So this is a matter of stepping back and really having a good hard look at yourself and how you're putting yourself out in social media. What are you saying? What are you posting? What impression are you giving? What is somebody that doesn't know you gleaning about you from looking at your stuff, personal profile or business page or whatever? But if you can't be seen as somebody who's attractive and inspiring or educational, whatever you want to portray yourself as on a personal profile, you're certainly not going to be able to do it on a business page. So we're human beings first and foremost. So how you portray yourself as a human being is the starting point before you can ever begin to be successful on a business page. You got to get it right on your personal profile first. Okay. So I will get to that in a moment and I will share my screen. Those of you that are in my coaching community, we are live over there in less than 45 minutes for day one of the Build Your Social Influence and Attraction Factor on social media. Any of you that would like to join us, it is not too late. Even if you can't join us live, all the training is recorded so you can catch up on it, on the weekend later. But for the next 3 days, I am doing training in our coaching community regarding increasing your attraction factor on social media and starting to build your influence by how you portray yourself, what you're posting, how you're posting, daily method of operation. We're going to build all of that out for you so you've got a clear plan by the end of that boot camp. Okay, so if you want to join us, we're starting in less than 45 minutes and the link to get in is above there. Also, a couple of other things. Our free 14-day online crew video challenge starts on the 28th of this month. Completely free, only 14 days. I give you all the technical skills and the content. You've got nothing to lose. So you can join us in the video challenge. The link for that, you can go to my website, helenmartinonline.com, and you'll see a graphic with the video challenge on it. You can click on that and request to join the group. All the instructions are there. If you've still got a fear around doing live video, get over it. Basically, if you want to stand out from the crowd, if you want to attract people to you, if you want to start building your influence on social media, part of the equation is live video. So if that's still a huge barrier for you, then you need to be on that video challenge. It's completely for free. You got nothing to lose. And it's an amazing experience. And if you like to have a bit of fun, then that would be the place to be. And for those of you that this is important, I've decided I am doing one more round of my branding course before the end of the year. That'll be group 19, the 19th round of that course, and that will be starting on November 9th. Those details are on my website as well, helenmartinonline.com. So if you haven't sorted out your brand yet, then that might be a course that you might want to consider. So who is here? We have Faye, we've got Chantel, how are you? We've got Patricia here, Cynthia, good morning in your part of the world, as is Megan, Judy and Bob. We've got Hero as well. Hello, Susan. Monica, hello. Laurie, how are you going? Giving up the smokes yet, Laurie? How have we gone since yesterday? When's the D-Day for giving up the cigarettes? Let us know. Comment it out loud here so you can commit to it and make it real. Okay. Hi, Mike. How are you? We've got Jackie in the house as well. Sheila, thank you for this training again. No problem. Hello, Jackie. I'm happy to have my business page reviewed. Okay. Anyone else put their name in and I will choose somebody for tomorrow for that. Hello, Olive. Hello, Heather. Hello, Asher. How are you? Watching from Brisbane, Australia. How's the weather in Brisbane? I would like to get my business page reviewed. Okay, you can go into the hat for that. Hello, Beth. I'm joining the boot camp. Awesome. Hello, Janet. We've got Gloria here as well. We've got Zemzem, who's inviting a few people in. Awesome. We've got Mela. Good to see you. Good morning. Rafal. And we got Lucy. How are you today as well? So, Lucy and I were chatting about something earlier. You don't want to go away from my page or my free group this week, guys, because one, you'll learn something maybe today from what I'm reviewing on a personal profile. Tomorrow, I'm reviewing somebody's business page, so you might gain some insight for that. And this is all revolved around you learning how to attract people to you and building your influence. When you've got influence, guys, people listen. When you've got influence and you put out a call to action, people aren't afraid to, opt in or, whatever it is that you have when you have a bit of influence. So this is across the board. But also this week, there have been more updates. Surprise, surprise, more updates on Facebook and Instagram. So later in the week, I will be going through those and you're going to want to know what those are. I haven't got all the updates yet, so I'm just hanging out a little bit longer to see if I do by the time I go live in it. But in 2 days' time, I'll be going through those changes. So don't go anywhere this week on my page or my group, wherever you're watching from. I'm broadcasting in the 2 different places, so we have split viewership on this video, which is all good, okay? What's Laurie said about the cigarettes? Down from a pack a day. Did you smoke a pack a day, Laurie? Shame on you. I love Laurie. She knows that. She won't take any offense. Pack a day to 5 so far. D-Day for 0 is November 1st. Okay, cool. So you heard it. She said November 1st is D-Day. So we'll see. We've got to encourage Laurie to give up the cigarettes. Okay, so what I'm going to do is share my screen. And as I mentioned before, this was somebody that I was going to review last week that put up their hand really early and said, I would like my profile reviewed. And I didn't get around to it because I did Lynn's page and it took pretty much the whole live. So I'm going to share my screen and you can watch and learn from what I see from this page. Okay? So the person in question, and they may be asleep. So if anybody knows this person, please let them know that I am reviewing their page if they're awake, if you know them. So Tanya, you put your hand up to have your personal profile reviewed. So I guess the disclaimer with that is don't get offended at anything that I say. This is really good feedback from me to you, and those of you that are watching can pick up and maybe learn from what I'm sharing as well. So I'm just trying to pick up my live to see. There we go. Okay, see your comments and just check that the screen's working, which it is. So what do you guys see first up from Tanya's personal profile here? So can we see her face quite clearly? Do we know what she looks like? If her little profile picture turned up on your page or your personal profile or your business page or a group that you've got, would you recognize Tanya? I think so. That's not a bad photo. I can see her eyes. I can see clearly she's got blonde hair, the length of it. She's got a little smirky smile there, but it's a nice close-up picture of Tanya's face. So it gives me a visual, and I can look into her eyes to see that she's a real person. So that's not bad. I don't mind her profile picture. Remember, guys, your profile picture is what carries you around everywhere. So even when you're networking in groups, let's say you've got a business page and you're doing most of your stuff on your business page, which is what I do. I still network with people as Helen Martin, as an individual, as a person. I don't network in groups and stuff like that from my business page. It comes from my personal profile. So what people, identify with first is your little picture. So they'll see that visually before they'll see your name. Okay, so the profile's picture's not too bad. The background picture doesn't mean anything to me. So I think this is a missed opportunity for prime real estate. You can do what you want here. I mean, it's obviously a trip that she's gone on, and it's just a nice sort of picture, but it doesn't mean anything to me. So it's a bit of a missed opportunity for me to interpret something about Tanya. So it could just me interpreting, oh, that's a nice positive message, or that's a beautiful picture of her family, or that must be an interest of hers from what she's got in her banner. Your banners from business page and personal profile, they are prime real estate for you to showcase you and whatever you want to put out there to the world. So I think this is a bit of a missed opportunity because it doesn't really mean anything to me to help me to get to know who Tanya is. So if you want people to get to know who you are or your kind of outlook on life, like mine on my personal profile is a positive message. So it's kind of saying a little bit about the person that I am. And I've got a bit of a professional picture sort of sitting next to it. So I would probably, sorry, my notifications are going nuts. I would probably change the background image here to have something that helps me learn a little bit more about Tanya, because that doesn't tell me anything about Tanya. So missed opportunity. Then we go to the wording, helping you to put the spring back in your step with a holistic view to your health and wellness. Now I'm learning something about Tanya. So she's obviously interested in health and wellness. There's something about her that is going to, gives me an indication that she's into health and wellness and a holistic view of health and wellness. So that's good. I've got some kind of indication. So what I'm going to expect to see is probably some information on her page which builds influence around that, which builds her credibility around that, which builds her knowledge around that. So I look up to Tanya as somebody who is knowledgeable or inspirational in the area of health and wellness. So let's see what we discover in a second, okay? So I can become a friend of hers. So she's obviously got some information that's public, but I don't know if all her information is public. But I'm not a friend of hers, but I can see content. So it does lead me to believe that she has content that's either she's choosing to be public, so some is and some isn't, or she's got a public profile. So really important if you want to build your business on social media. A lot of people, you'll only see that, do you know Tanya, and add a friend, and I can't see any of her content. So that means that person's profile is in lockdown and I can't see anything, so I'm out of there. So those of you with a locked down personal profile, change it to public, and anything you don't want the public to see, when you post it, pull down the little arrow that says friends only. And so if you've got stuff to do with family that you only want family to see, then you can change it with every post that you do. So don't be afraid of setting your personal profile to public. It's just, it depends how much you want to get out of social media. But if you're trying to grow a business on social media, you just got to get over it. I had huge fears around this when I first started. On my business page, it was like, I'm not showing any photos of my kids or my personal life. Business is business, personal is personal, and that's very much the corporate background that I've had. It doesn't work, guys. It just doesn't work. You have to learn to blend, and it's taken me a while to blend a bit of business on my personal profile because I didn't want to do that either. So you've just got to accept the fact that you need personal stuff on a business page and you need business page stuff within Facebook's policies. You don't want to offend Facebook policies because you're not allowed to openly sell business stuff on a personal profile. And yes, millions of people still do it, and everybody thinks it's okay, but it's actually not. Okay, let's keep going. That's another subject. Okay, so what's the next thing I see? So other than her picture and her telling me that she's got a holistic view of health and wellness, there's a couple of things that I see straight away. So I can see that she's an independent consultant at Arbonne. So I might be going, I don't know what Arbonne is. So I'm going to click on that. It's the first thing that I see. Okay. So where does this take me? This is a massive downfall, guys. And I'll explain this. So this takes me to obviously a company Facebook page for Arbonne. So now I'm looking at a bit of information because that's what she put straight in front of me. So I've clicked on it. It's a clickable link. So I've gone to a company page, age well. Oh, yes, I need to age well. Everybody wants to age well. What's going on? Oh, that looks interesting. I wonder what that is. Okay. Oh, they're selling something here, or there's all these products here for sale. I don't really know what this is, though. So maybe I'll click. Where's that going to lead me? Okay, so now I'm going onto a website. So I'm self-discovering her business. Okay, so now I'm on an Arbonne website. Okay, cool. So what kind of things do they sell? Oh, okay, shop now. So I'm having a look around here, and I've already done this. So preferred client. So I went to shop for something. Now I'm going to choose my category. I want to go to skincare. I'm having a look around. Oh, that looks really pricey. Look at that, 56 bucks, 53 bucks, 72 bucks. Okay, what she sells is too expensive for me. I'm out of here. Or even worse. Well, this looks interesting. I need to firm my neck. Okay, so I'm going to add to bag. I've got myself a preferred customer. I'm going to add to my bag and I'm going to buy. What's just happened? I was checking out her profile. She's got a thing straight to her company. I've gone there, looked around, and now I'm buying something, but is it through her? No, she sent me on a rabbit warren and I'm off. And I may buy something, but it's not through her. I'm no longer connected to her. You do not want to do that in this industry. So I would not have connected to my profile. Anything that leads me to some other buying opportunity other than your own. Okay, so let's go back one. So that took me on a rabbit warren. Okay, it also led me to self-discover what she does and what she has to offer, and I may have come to my own conclusion that's too expensive. I know what Tanya does now. She sells this skincare stuff. She sells it online. It's too expensive for me. I'm never going to talk to Tanya about what she does because now I know what products she sells. I know what the business is called, and I know it's too expensive for me. Is that what you want? I know it's probably not what Tanya wants. And Tanya, if you're listening to live or on the recording, don't take this as any offense. This is what people are taught to do. Put your company out there, let people know what you do. But the downfall of that is if you got clickable links on that, that just took me to what we would call in the industry an orphan account. So it goes to head office and I could actually buy something and it's not connected to Tanya at all. She's the one that led me there. Or I end up looking at prices because that's what humans do. So even if I missed the top one, I can go to the bottom one. And now it's taking me to her website, but same thing again. All I'm going to look at as a human is the prices because I don't know what this stuff does. I don't know if it benefits me. I don't know what the value is to me. I'm just having a look around, and unless you have a value proposition, people will always look at price first. So there is no reason for me to message Tanya in Messenger. I already know what she does. I know what she sells, and I know how much it is. Not the best avenue for Tanya to create curiosity and intrigue on a personal profile. Okay, so I would be changing all of that if it was mine. Okay, but now let's have a look at her content. Happy birthday to my very own weirdo, Grant Ken. Lockdown life would be unbearable without you. Keep me laughing, even if it's at you. So good family picture. We're seeing her. It's personal content, and that was only a couple of days ago in my part of the world. Okay, the dates that you're seeing will convert to my time zone. Okay, so has she got recent content? October 19th, October 18th, October 16th, October 15th, October 14th, October 8th. Okay, so we've got recent content, so that's a good thing. But what is the content? So I've got one personal profile here, which is a happy birthday. So it's an easy one to do because it's his birthday, obviously. She's got 9 comments on that. Did she comment back? Well, he did, so no engagement back. Not good. This is not good for the algorithm. If people are going to take time out of their day to comment on your post, you've got to comment back. So it doesn't necessarily need to be every single one of them. There's a like here. Tanya's likes them all. Guys, don't like anything. Love or wow or hug or kiss or something. Like is just not something you should use anymore. I love everything. Even if it's a guy, if they get the wrong impression, so be it. But like doesn't make you stand out. Love something. Wow something. Hug, the other emojis. Okay. So I wouldn't like, and I wouldn't leave all of these unattended, even if it's at the very bottom. Thanks guys for all your birthday wishes for, his name, and just acknowledge the comments that have been left. So this wouldn't be helping the algorithm for her because there's no engagement back. Okay, let's go on. So positive quote. It's not selfish to love yourself, take care of yourself, and make your happiness a priority. It's necessary. Love all the emojis coming through, guys. I can just see that on my phone. You guys are awesome. Look at all those love hearts, and you won't be seeing that necessarily on the screen. You guys are cool. Okay, so we've got a positive quote. Okay, that's good. Next one, positive quote. Okay. I love the friends you don't see for days, weeks. Okay. Now, here's what I'll recommend you do, and I need to look in the mirror with this one as well. So I criticize myself when I say this. If you're going to put positive quotes out, put something at the top that has some kind of meaning to you. If you really want to maximize this and start, and you don't have a lot of authority yet, you don't have a lot of influence yet, you're not really attracting people to you, take a minute or two at the beginning of your inspirational quote to actually write something about what that quote means to you. Like actually put some thought behind it rather than slapping one up. Okay? So on my business page, I have a lot of them. And my son, my 13-year-old son, helps me with those. And my intention is to always go back in because he doesn't know what to say. I can't expect my 13-year-old to read my brain and put the words in. So my intention is always to go back and put something meaningful, but I don't always do it. But if you're starting out and you are trying to get more eyeballs on you, you absolutely want to do that. So I wouldn't recommend just posting things like this without your own thoughts and words at the top of it. Okay? If you love me, help me out. So how to support your friend's small business without spending any money. So I probably would have done something a little bit more meaningful at the top. What does she mean? If you love me, help me out. Like explain a little bit to more about that other than expecting me to read what's here. If you're going to screenshot things, guys, screenshot them properly and take out the time. So that's just a little bit lazy in the image. She screenshot that from somewhere else but hasn't cropped it. So share their post, like their post, tag a friend, comment something nice, comment an emoji, post a pic. 2 shares, but only 1 like, no comments. So it probably needed a bit more explanation, maybe at the top, for really that to have any meaning. Okay. Okay, now what have we got? Look for some Christmas inspiration this year. Let me help you. Wish you could give up Wish you could give up getting stuck in traffic, hunting for a parking space, and then wandering around the shops for hours in endless. Oh, okay, I see where she's going with that. Well, you can. Let me help you take the hard work out of it. Come along to my festive secret sale from the comfort of your own home. Glass of wine, fancy your phone in your hand, Christmas wrapped early, order on Saturday, everything is shipped to your door. Some prizes on the night. Drop me a message and I'll add you to the group. I'll make you... Okay. What are you selling? Tanya, you've invited... I'm new to you, your page. What, shopping for what? I don't even know what this is all about. And you're trying to sell me stuff where I don't have any impression from you, even what you do yet. I've got an impression at the top that you're in health and wellness, but there is nothing here indicating to me that you have any credibility, expertise, knowledge, interest, passion in health and wellness until we get to you want my money. Okay, now Tanya, don't take offense to this. This is a good thing, hopefully, for you. So I know this might seem harsh, but this is just, there's so little things, guys, but they're so important as to how people portray you. And if you want to attract more customers to you to a post like this, I would have expected to see some valuable posts first about some tips regarding health and wellness or something that might help me get fitter and healthy and whatever. So when she's asking me to buy something off her, I've kind of got an indication of what she's selling, or she's got some kind of credibility to me that I trust her because she's given me some valuable information along the way. And now I'm interested to see, yeah, I'll grab a glass of wine, sit on my sofa and do some shopping to get the Christmas rush out of the way. But a stranger to Tanya, I don't even know what she's selling here, other than the fact that I might have gone to Arbonne and checked it out and whatever. But this is a sales post, okay? This is not value-based. So I haven't seen anything value-based yet for me to build up credibility with Tanya or for her to have credibility with me, okay? So she's updated her profile picture. Okay, that one could stay. She's got some comments there and she's replied. Great stuff. I don't know what it is about profile pictures, but everybody comments. It's just one of those types of posts that everybody likes to comment on, okay? Here we go again, if you want to jump on your Christmas shopping. So I've got no value from Tanya, and she's trying to sell me again, okay? So there's a group, it's Arbonne-based again, so yeah, I would probably change there. Here we go again, third post. So who started their Christmas shopping yet? So she's pushing to sell stuff, but I don't even know that. Yeah, you're getting the drift, guys. Okay. Now these kind of things, once they're, superseded with somebody else, hide these kind of things from your timeline. They don't really serve any purpose. So just click these three dots and you'll get up an option that says hide, hide the post. So just do that because that doesn't really serve any purpose. That's her cover photo, which I don't quite get. So we've got cover photo. She's changed her bio, but there's nothing else on her page that backs that up at all. Updated her cover photo. That's been, replaced with something else. Hide it. This does nothing for me to understand who Tanya is. It's just old photos that no longer appear. So hide that. Hide that. Hide that. That could stay. It's just a nice picture of, maybe it's her daughter, I'm not sure, but then we're just getting photos. I don't know who these people are. Started a new job, wouldn't recommend you guys do that unless, here's the proviso, if you are a massive leader, you are really successful in your industry and you've got a team of hundreds, multiple hundreds or thousands, go for it. You can't compare people in the industry with yourself sometimes, with what they do and don't post on social media. Where I think it's okay is somebody who's already successful and it doesn't hurt them to do this. So if they've already got a downline of, multiple hundreds of people or into the thousands, and it doesn't hurt them to be this bold, and they've already got some credibility and already got a little bit of influence on social media, go for it. Those of you that are brand new, that don't have any success yet, that are not known to be a successful network marketer, you are not known to be somebody who's got some kind of credibility in health and wellness, you need to play it a little bit safer to build the influence and attraction factor, because you don't have it yet. You don't have the success yet. You don't have the team yet. You don't have the skills and knowledge and career in health and wellness yet, maybe. So it's very hard to gain curiosity and intrigue and have people reach out to you when you don't have those things. But if you're already a leader, you're already successful, you've got this amazing dynamic personality that everybody's drawn to, then it's different. I don't see as much of a problem with it being bold about these kind of things, because you might already have a following of people that go, oh, what's she up to now? That's exciting. Or I'll have a look at that. You still might ruin some of the curiosity, but, you can get away with things a little bit more if you've already got success. So you can look at it with a slightly different eyes. But now we've got all these profile pictures, and this doesn't build any credibility for me. I turn off profiles like this. Do you get, people that friend request you and this is all they have? Just photos like this and circle photos. I often don't accept friend requests from people just with the circle photos. So no offense, Tanya. I'm sure Tanya is an amazing human being and she's in this industry just trying to work it out, and that's why she's here listening to me. So Tanya, again, please don't take any particular offense. I mean, I could go on, but I need to move on because I need to be in the coaching community in 15 minutes talking about this, in great detail. How we do this for you and how we achieve this for you. But did you learn anything from that? Was that helpful for any of you listening there, whether you're attending my boot camp or not over the next 3 days? Did you learn something, from that? I'd love to know. So I'm just going to look at a few of your comments because I do need to go. Curious what the photo behind has to do with health and wellness, not super captivating. So good feedback. And Tanya, if you're here or listening to the replay, I would go through the comments as well, because there might be some feedback from the others as well as myself as to how you're being portrayed. But this is everything, guys. Forget the funnels. Forget Facebook advertising for a minute. Forget all the bells and whistles, and just work out how to be attractive to other people on social media. And what you post or what you don't post will be the determining factor of whether people are half interested in who you are. Because we are in a relationship business, and unfortunately, people will make their mind up in about 6 seconds about you, personal profile or business pages. Those of you with a business page, who are they? What do they do? Quick scroll. Oh, they look interesting. Oh, that's a nice picture. Oh, and they stay there for a little bit longer because of what you posted, or they're out of there because there's nothing interesting for them. So this is huge, guys. If you can't work this out in a personal profile, you're not going to have a hope in hell being successful on a business page. Okay? Couple more comments and then I really got to go. So we're giving shout outs to Laurie for giving up the fags. I've heard that going to a sauna 3 to 4 days in a row helps sweat out the toxins and therefore the cravings. Well, there you go, Laurie. Shove yourself in a sauna and you'll be right. Would love an order on my page. Okay, I'll take that into consideration. It's good to know. I need to do some checking for a sauna. Hello, Virginia. Good to see you on. She's lost the sale. She's eliminated herself from needing her. So I know people get really caught up with this. Why can't I mention the name of my company? What's the problem? I see leaders all the time posting the name of their company. It's because people go and self-discover, and you don't want people to go to self-discover. It's a value proposition when somebody buys. Somebody will put their hand in their pocket and buy when they see the value. When somebody's looking at a pretty picture on a screen with a price tag, there's no value in that. People have no idea how it's going to benefit them. That could be the most amazing product they've ever come across to fix their skin or make them feel healthier or lose weight or whatever, but there's no value proposition in looking at a picture with a price tag. But I don't need to reach out to you anymore because I know what you sell, I know what you do, all that kind of stuff. Like, you want me to reach out to you to go, for me to then share what are your needs, what are your problems, whatever, questions phrased in the right way, so then I can offer you a solution. I've got the perfect thing for you from what you're sharing with me. Blah, 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 blah. Would you like to look at some information in my group? I can tag you in some testimonials, or here's some information. And I can tailor my conversation to what they need and let them know the benefits of how it's going to help them. And if I can share that and I do a good job of that, then they'll put their hand in their pocket. So you always want to be leading the conversation in this industry anyway. Okay, this is specific to this industry. Thank you for sharing value. No worries. I need to start putting personal thoughts on the quote pictures. So if you've learnt that, that's good. Zenzen, can I put my business page name so that they can visit it? Yeah, absolutely. I've got my business page names. I've got 2 business pages. I've got this one here, Helen Martin, if you're watching from that. I've also got a healthy living page, which I don't really have time for, but there's over 10,000 people there, so I just keep it going with some content. So I've got both my pages listed on my personal profile so people can click through. So absolutely, you can promote yourself. I'm not recommending company branded websites, company branded links, because then I'm sent off on a tangent. Okay, so Tanya, I hope you find that's helpful when you sort of see this. If you do see this, as I've said, if anyone knows Tanya, if they can tag her in it, that would be beneficial. And tomorrow I will be doing a business page, so a slightly different perspective on what I'm going to be talking about there, but you may learn something from that as well. So guys, just over 5 minutes, we'll be over in the coaching community. Let's start this discussion about, really trying to attract people to you and gain influence on social media so you can build your business successfully. Okay, so those in the coaching community, I'll see you in a few minutes. And for the rest of you, I will see you same time tomorrow. Okay, guys, bye.